You and I both know that traffic stops can go from very calm to extremely dangerous, all in a matter of not even a full second.
Hey, stay in the vehicle. Stay in the vehicle. Stay in the vehicle. Show me your hands. Show me your hands.
So I want to share some advice with you about how to be well and do well on a traffic stop that you might not have heard from the rookie school or other training officers or learned along the way during your career.
All units respond. Backup is en route. Proceed with caution.
The first thing is this. This is what I always told my trainees, and this is how I was taught, and this is what I practiced. I'm talking in past tense because where I work now, we don't do traffic stops. But you must call in the stop prior to stopping the car. Yes, there are times when you have to flip on the blue lights to get the other car stopped pretty quick. However, if you have time on your side, call in the stop before you cut on those blue lights, so in case someone takes off running,
980, I got one running. He's going towards Powell.
you don't have to focus in on calling your location, because guess what? Everyone knows where you are. You can just go after the person. The second thing, get out of the car. Once you get your car stopped, get out of it. This is very important because you do not want to be the second person out of the car if the driver of the car you have stopped gets out of the car before you. It can get bad pretty quick. The next thing I want to mention is, please understand, when you get out of that car and you see the person looking in the side view mirror back at you, who do they see? They see you, but what do they see is more of what resonates. What do I mean by this? Think about it. What do they see? They see a police officer. They see that uniform. They don't know you. So you have to understand that you as a person, be professional, be respectful, is what can really determine how a traffic stop goes, versus expecting them to cooperate really won't work nowadays, especially because of the anti-police rhetoric out there, which I am not saying there's no room for improvement. We obviously have work to do, hence why I'm making this channel, to help police officers get better each and every day. Tangent over. But remember, when you're walking up and if they start yelling at you before you even get to the car, they are yelling at the uniform and not you. It's not fun to hear it. It's not fun to entertain it, but you don't have to take it personal, because that's when you can interject and be a good person doing your job, which is what 99% of cops are doing, just doing their job right so they can go home at the end of the shift after doing a good job. Now let me backtrack just a little bit. When you get out of the car, you don't have to be in a hurry to get right up to the car immediately. No, you can take a deep breath, because this helps your mind to refocus. It gives your brain a little bit of oxygen to function well off of, and it helps to calm your system down, because there might be a little bit of fight or flight going on, and I'll talk about that in just a little bit. So you've taken your deep breath, you're walking up to the car. Someone starts to argue with you immediately, or say unpleasant things to you, or heck, jump and run, starts to fight, or worst case scenario, gets out with a gun to try to ambush you. I pray that never happens to you. That deep breath that you took back there at your car helped you to calm your system in, and whenever you go into fight or flight, your breath can get short, and when your breath can get short, your body starts to tense up, and you start to lose focus because you're getting tense mentally and physically, and it can affect your job performance. If someone is arguing with you immediately and yelling at you when you stop them, practice maintaining a good rhythm of deep breathing. Not to a point where you're passing out, not to a point where it affects your ability to talk to somebody, but it will help to calm your nerves. The next piece of advice is own the stop. It is your traffic stop. One of my trainees from back 2015, 2016, he still talks about it to this day, how he did a traffic stop. He let a person from a house nearby come up to the car, get groceries out of that car, and then walk back and forth between the car, getting the groceries in and out. Now, he will tell you that I went out to a shrubbery garden in the house next to our police car, and then got a brick and threw it at his head, and then beat him upside the head with a baseball bat. I didn't do it. What I did do was cuss him out, and I don't like cussing, but he did not own the stop. He was letting someone go back and forth between that car and a house, and we don't know what was in the car. We don't know what they could have brought outside of the house. Own the stop. People are not allowed to resist you, obstruct your investigation, delay your investigation. They're not allowed to do that. And you can act within the law. You can act within your policy to keep control of the stop. Plus, when you keep control of the stop, It also helps you to manage your stress. The more it gets out of control, the worse your stress can become. Now, if things go haywire, by all means, call for backup, and I hope they are close by. But say the stop doesn't go crazy, say someone was arguing with you, but they were doing what you were asking them to do, which is okay, honestly. As long as someone is compliant, they can mouth off all they want.
I get it! You're crazy! My wife took money out of her goddamn account where she's working to pay my insurance so I wouldn't get picked up. You're crazy!
Yeah, it's not pleasant to hear, but as long as they're compliant with you, you just have to understand you have to be the better person and not feel the need to interject back or let your ego get in the way. You handled the initial interaction, whether they were cooperative or just mouthy, and you go back to the car. Take another deep breath when you sit in the car. This helps to keep your mind focused throughout the process. And then, in order to help relieve some stress, do not get distracted by cell phone and do not get distracted by messages coming in on your laptop. I'm guilty as charged. But when you get distracted, one, it's a safety issue where you take your eyes off that car. Two, it can delay the process, and distractions actually lead to being a stressor for us. You do not need any stress. You're already on a traffic stop, in which case your life can be in jeopardy at any second. And then handle the warrant search, the driver's license inquiry, whatever you have to do, writing the ticket, the warning, whatever you're going to do, and then get back out of the car, obviously, and then take another deep breath. Are you hearing a common denominator here? Make the second approach, issue the ticket, give the verbal warning, and then clear the stop, drive away as quick as you can. I'm not saying burn the road up to get out of there, but just don't hang around the area. Get out, find a safe space, and complete all forms of paperwork you have to complete. That way you are not stressed with paperwork piling up as the shift goes on. So just remember this common thing about a traffic stop. Be a good person. Take deep breaths to help your mind and body relax and your mind to focus. Own the stop. It is your traffic stop, and complete what you have to complete during the stop and immediately after if time allows. Hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please click the like button below, and I look forward to talking to you again in another video. Take care, and may God bless. Do not forget to secure your copy of the book, 101 Health Tips for Police Officers. The link to get it is below.